Hey, so I've been whipping up some rhymes that have been coming through and just wanted to share them with some of you. It feels like I've opened a can of worms and it's hard for me to stop these these rhymes and rhythms and beats from coming through. So I'm just putting words to them, and this one's a long one. So not enough and too much, they're one and the same. Stories of doubt that run through my brain, disconnected from self, left me bemused, not knowing my worth, completely confused. Years spent jumping through other people's hoops, not knowing myself, not knowing my truths, not knowing the dream within my heart, not knowing when did this all start. Patterns and beliefs subconsciously imprinted, navigating life, crushed, battered, and dented, questioning my value, questioning my worth, which every experience has shaped since birth. The hurting inner child in each one of us has done what is needed for acceptance and love. Sometimes that feels like a war that won't let me be when my dreams and my goals are sabotaged by me. But I choose forgiveness. I move through with grace, leaning in more. I try to hold space for all of the versions of little old me that just need a voice and want to be seen. The one that is scared and so afraid to fail, the one wanting perfection in every detail, the one that abused and poisoned herself with choice and habits too many to count, the one that is struggling to get it all done, the one that forgot how to have fun, the one that trusted and later got burned, the one that questions all that she's learned, the one with her foot pressed on the gas, with one on the brake going nowhere fast, also the one doing it all because of the one who's needing control of all of the things, all of the time, because it feels safe when things are done right. The one in her head most of the time, the one who speaks truth to the beat of a rhyme, the one who pleased people all of her life, the one who got married and then was a wife, the one who watched reruns safe on the couch instead of living her life lit up and full out, the one who birthed babies becoming a mother, the one who's hurting for her sisters and brothers. Each of these versions and so many more with stories and pains for me to explore, diving down deep into the depths of places and spaces I haven't seen yet. The only way out is in and through every emotion, through every hue. All of this done, all of the days, feeling the feels in all of the ways. As hard as this seems, it keeps me alive instead of distracted and blind to the lies, lies that are told to keep me afraid instead of in awe of how I was made. Stardust and earth and power so great, co-creator of my own fate. Intention and alignment, the most powerful tools. Trust and surrender, just some of the rules. Follow my heart, always choose love, boundary up, try to unplug, go into nature, learn to just be, hold a mirror to myself and set myself free, free from the patterns that are holding me back, free from the voices that sound like attacks, free from the standards. I do not consent, free from scarcity and pinching every cent, free from the shoulds and the can'ts and the blame, free from the hiding because of the shame, free from all that doesn't serve me and stands in the way of just learning to be, being connected and guided by clues, being supported in all that I do, being in abundance and integrity. That's the life I'm creating for me. If you're slightly intrigued, perplexed, or confused, come along for the ride. It's your choice to choose. Choose love, your truths, and a safe space to land, someone to walk with while holding your hand, while closing the gap on where you are now and where you want to be, but just can't see how. But it's not in the how, it's the why that moves dreams, when nothing in life is quite what it seems. Anything's possible. Is this as good as it gets? Can it get better? Can it feel like Kismet, where things are unfolding for me every day? The good and the bad are one and the same, lining things up so I can see that all of life is conspiring with me. But this isn't something only for some. It's how it's designed and how it begun. No one in control, no one to reign, a world set up where everyone gains. Call me a dreamer, call me a fool. I'd rather choose this than how I was schooled. Believing the programs, believing the lies, believing the script of work till you die. walking through life only a shell, not knowing the potential within myself. But I'm not alone. My words resonate with so many others who had the same fate. Is that you? Do you know it can change? Radical responsibility, no room for blame. Taking your life into your hands, you get to choose. Where do you stand? I want you thriving and shining so bright, lighting up the world with your unique light, guiding others out of the dark when the fire that once was is now hardly a spark. We need each other to get through the lows and celebrate the highs and how much we've grown. How far we've come isn't always clear. We need this reflected. It's important to hear how others see us and all that we are, and that all that we're becoming really isn't that far. Grounded and centered and sourced in love, it's time to rise up and rise above. All that has kept us from knowing ourselves, don't do it alone. Lean in for help. Help from those who are leading the way, speaking their truths and speaking their pains. No room for filters or anything fake, authentic and real in all they create. It can be hard to know what to believe when lies are woven in all that we see. Lean into faith in what can't be seen, but that is felt in the body and all in between, all of the spaces where magic abounds, where awe and wonder are always found, connected to nature, fully expressed, embodied, alive, and doing your best. Your heart is your compass, your truth, your North Star. The time is now to heed the call that so many have heard to heal ourselves, our children, our world. One person, one ripple, one massive wave, our lives a revolution, a new way we will pave, together with those ready to serve, creating the life we've always deserved.